Chat, here we go. We got a second match today. Hyderr and Rezears. We've swapped over to the EU region. Rezears, a top 1v1 player from Germany. Hyderr, top 20 on the leaderboards right now. From Italy, I believe, right? Correct, chat? Nice play. Hyderr played recently against KV1 on an away server. Now, an away server game against KV1, that's just not fair. KV1, has he ever lost those? I guess he lost to Fahad in the Feer Fest 2 final, right? That's what that was. Other than that, I don't think KV1 has lost on US East against somebody who is also playing on an away server. He's lost on US East to players who that is their home server, but I don't think he's lost to anybody who has to match his ping, with the exception, of course, of Fahad in the Feer Fest 2 final. Nice tap in by Rezears. Rezears has looked incredibly mechanical in his past few 1v1s. I don't even know if they were on my stream or Johnny's. I've been able to catch almost all of Johnny's streams nowadays that I work from home. Just pop it up on that monitor while I'm working. But I feel like when I first started watching Rezears, he wasn't as like mechanical, aerial-based, focused 1v1er that he seems to be now or is capable of now. So it should be really exciting. Hyderr getting his first goal in the air as well. Seems like a very exciting player. Which teams? I know Rezears was with BS Plus. Who's Hyderr with in 3v3? I want to say Hyderr made a few main events, maybe 1 or 2 main events in EU. He's going to get a second. He gets a ceiling reset. 2 million points and Feer flies out and plays a 1v1 with you. No, 2 million points and you can like reset the VIPs or something. We're going to fill up with VIPs somewhat soon. And I'm actually realizing I think I need to make the VIPs cheap again, because my plan is to have them get filled up and reset. And if I make them really, really expensive and then I just reset them shortly after, it would feel bad for whoever gets their VIP taken away. So I think I just need to make it cheap and then commit to the reset. Was he with Wolves or something? Wolves. Thank you, chat. You accidentally put 10K instead of 1K on Hyderr 3-1. So now you're the biggest Hyderr fan in chat. I think doing predictions like this would lead to lots more VIPs, because I think you get really rich when you win predictions like these. Can we do backhanded superlatives like best mechanics relative to brain or simplest car designs? Our most interesting keybinds. Highest peak ability? Highest peak ability goes to Drally, who had the highest peak of maybe anyone's player, except for maybe other than Fairy Peak. Now, Drally beat like everybody. All the best players, it seemed like, for the span of 1 month. These predictions get you bank if you don't suck at betting. Nice low 50. Can Rezears get a goal from it? Late reset. Hyderr does get the save. These two closely matched halfway through the game. Rezears, he doesn't have a reset right now. I didn't watch him go up in the air dribble, but I don't think he got ceiling or anything. Instead, he's just going to low 50. He wins it off the post. Is able to finish it off. You say Joyous has the highest peak, but you'd have Drally up there. That's true. Drally just happened to get in games against everybody in a very short period of time. I think he didn't get Khaled, though. He was supposed to get Khaled as part of Mount 1v1, but Khaled did not able to play it. What am I saying? Wasn't able to play it. Rezears now 3-2. Looking for a 50 and some open field. He's eventually going to get it, as Hyderr can't break it up. He free jumps, though, and easily dusts Rezears on that shot attempt. Trying to play too quick, and he'll leave an open net. Rezears 4-2. Have to be so careful in ones. Did Drally come back to the game? You thought he quit. Yeah, he is back. He's played at least a little bit recently. I don't know how hardcore back he's into it. Drally beat him once and lost once. The Joyous, is that right? When did he lose to Joyous? Hyderr, nice flick. Yeah, Joyous wasn't playing much when he swept him. But it was right after the Fear Fest 2. So the Fear Fest 2 happened. Is that right? What am I saying? No, Fear Fest 1. I think he won the first Fear Fest. So the first Fear Fest he won. And then, but Joyous wasn't in it. So we're like, all right, let's get him against Joyous to see, can he take Joyous too? And then he did. Crushed him. It was a big prize pool game. Drowley went 1-1 against Khaled. Oh, you're right. Yeah, but he won the playoff one. So he lost in pool play, but then he beat him in playoffs. Yep, gotcha. Rezears once again gifted an open net. He'll take it. 5-3. Hyderr just needs to clean up his offense to make sure he doesn't give these opportunities. Such an all-in play if he's landing inside the net with Rezears already at midfield. Rezears looking for a really high double. Actually, it's going to be a triple because he's going to get a reset. Hyderr, air dribble. Will he go for the bump? He's just going to try and 50 it. Crossbar down. He does. I don't even know if it is a 50. I think he just squeezed it underneath without Rezears even getting a touch. But let's watch it from Rezears' perspective. Yeah, I think he just put himself too far into the net. No touch at all. Impressive shot from Hyderr. It's hard to win air dribbles like that. The only way you're going to be able to do it is by slotting it underneath the crossbar like that. Drowley has 30 hours past 2 in Geometry Dash. Yo, Geometry Dash. It's a tough game. Never played it, but I see people. Also, you're snooping his hours, man. That's how you get somebody's hours to go private. When you throw them out in public like that. Hyderr, I don't think he's going to be able to turn this air dribble into anything. Right now, he's just trying to think of a way that doesn't just give Rezears possession, and he did not succeed. Rezears does have possession. 100 in the corner. Hyderr, good double. It's public, though. Well, it's public because he sets it public. You can change your Steam to not let people be able to see your hours. Rezears looking like he's going to win game number 1. Did anybody have Hyderr sweep? Yeah, at least a couple. The good thing about this is it was always worth it to at least throw a couple points on the least likely scenario. And I would say the least likely scenario here was a 3-0 for Hyderr. I would have been very surprised. I think Hyderr could still win this match for sure. But no way he was going to do it in a full sweep. Game number 2. Rezears and Hyderr. Both looking talented. I think the problem with Hyderr just needs to clean up his offense. Not go all in if possible. Find a way to make safer attacks. And I think the difference between that game was just those few that Rezears got for free. Great challenge in the air, though. Rezears dunking Hyderr back into his corner as he tries to take it up the side wall. Oh, wow. That is a tough 50 to get correct. But Rezears does. Now he's got himself a lead. Hyder's going to win this 3-1. You could take that to the bank. Too bad Muggsy can't take it to the bank because he didn't predict in time. Rezears has found this post a couple times. I'm surprised he actually played this slow. I felt like he had Hyderr beat. You see that a lot. These players have tons of respect for the recoveries of their peers and would prefer to try and go slow, maybe fake, maybe 50. This is a great little flick, by the way, to keep it coming. Scoop it underneath the bottom of it. Not really a shot, but just keeping the ball popped so he could get underneath it and make a continuation play. It's actually a little bit more impressive than it looks. Let's put 20K on 3-1. Oh, my goodness. Hyderr, once again, looking for that 50 high. He likes that play. Hard to blame him for it. 2 successes in a row. Rezears delaying his jump. This time he does get a bit of a connection. Not enough to stop it. Hyderr going to win the race to the corner here. Chip in field, but couldn't get up in front of the ball in time to get the kind of 50 he wanted. So Rezears slamming it to the corner. Hyderr having to use a lot of boost to carry this out. But if he wins this 50 at midfield, then it's definitely worth it. The problem is he hasn't, and now Rezears is going to be getting a goal. Hyderr is up. Stop the game. I do have the ability to instantly end the game. Hyderr, tap on net, saved, but now potentially able to continue this offense. That air dribble left the nets not exposed. I mean, the fact that he was taking up into the air meant Rezears could safely leave the net and go pick up boost, because there's no way Hyder's going to get a quick shot with that setup. And then Hyderr, who thought maybe he had baited Rezears out of position, was hoping to get just a quick direct shot on net, but Rezears had recovered. So Rezears just had a better read of the play and how fast Hyderr could take his shot. Rezears needs a double right now. He's got Hyderr recovering late, but it was a tough angle considering the amount of boost he had, and maybe he shouldn't have tried to greet it out. At some point, you need to recognize you can't find the angle and play the safer option. Rezears does not, and a missed shot wide off the backboard is the best pass in 1v1. Hyderr will use it to tie up the game. Hyderr demoed Rezears a fourth. Let me see if... there she is. Dr. Feer is back. Rezears trying to chase this one down. Gonna get himself killed. Hyder's got tons of space now. What will Hyderr go to? Give an opportunity to do anything. You have to imagine he's going to go for these high 50s. That's what he's liked. And I think he would have gone for it there if he had thought the setup was good enough. Instead, ends up having to drop a weak shot. Now he's got tons of space again. Will he pop in the air? He does. Not a great first touch, though, as the ball is headed to the back wall off to the side. Means he's going to have to use his reset just to get it to the net. And that's never that threatening. Rezears the pop. Hyderr does have the read. Can't get back to this one. But 50s with Rezears. Hyder's just pressuring at the midfield constantly. Nice quick wave dash. Rezears patient. Turns to shadow instead of trying to beat him. Now he's got himself a really good setup. Rezears reset. Wave dash. Hyderr gets just... Oh, I thought he got just enough. He did touch this, but it must have been off the post and in. Rezears... Ooh, yeah, Hyderr using the side flip to just barely clip it. But it only delays the inevitable. Rezears up 2. Trying to take this in a full sweep if possible. Hyderr has put up a good fight, but has been playing both games from behind. I just talked about how my matchmaking prowess was proved by the fact that we haven't had a sweep in a while. Rezears is maybe going to try and make me look silly if possible. Look at this ground play. Was that not just an open net chat, by the way? That he just didn't take? Or am I crazy? Rezears from the ceiling. Easy save. Hyderr saved it on too high of a bounce. If he had saved it lower, or maybe even boomed it even harder so that it came to the ground faster, might have been able to just counter. Now he should have another good possession here. Rezears is coming to challenge. Oh, wow. Nice outplay. I mean, I was on the same page as Hyderr. Rezears, I thought he was turning with fairly low boost, and there's no way he was going to be able to fully carry it past Hyderr for a good possession. But both me and Hyderr were wrong. He did. And he had 15 left to spare to finish off the play. So 6-3 for Rezears. Great boost efficient play. Has him up big. Hyderr, kickoff goal. That's tough. That's tough. That's certainly not how you come back 3 with 40 seconds. Is an unfortunate bounce like that. That needed to be in. Should be able to get this fourth. He's going to play it slow. And he scores. Nice reset and dribble for a fourth. What decal is Hyderr using? I don't know. Chat might know, though. Chat's usually pretty good at that. Hyderr needs this possession to be an immediate goal. Doesn't seem like it's going to be. Rezears air dribble. Not able to do anything on the flip reset. But wait a second. Wait a second, chat. All of a sudden, this kickoff is super important. Rezears couldn't hold on to his offense without leaving the net open. And now, what are we going to see from Rezears as he tries to ice out the kickoff? Just straight through the center of the ball. Hyderr, I think, went wave dash kickoff. But maybe wasn't even able to get the wave dash because his car fell to the ground too quickly. Rezears, the resets over the top of Hyderr to finish this game off up 1. Both close games, but both in favor of Rezears as he puts himself on an early match point. Game number 3. Let me make sure I update this. Rezears 2-0. We talked about Rezears being the favorite. What a save. Not a terrible shot from Hyderr, especially seeing somebody come in and out of the net. It's definitely worth the risk. But Rezears just able to save it with ease. Catches it perfectly with the flip. And the counter is easy. I think the placement on that shot is not a good placement if Rezears is just set up in net. You know, set up on one post, pointing at the other, like how players frequently are on defense. I think that's actually pretty weak placement, but it's actually pretty solid placement for somebody who's coming in and out of the net like Rezears was. He just executed too well. He's been on another level here. Hyderr, wall to air dribble reset. Uses the backflip for the flick at the end. Rezears covers it. Defense too good. Really weak Musty. Could actually still score though, and it will. Hyderr just slows it down. Rezears, not even, I mean, you can't even really call it a flick. He did cancel his front flip there a little bit, or his back flip. I think he could have gotten more on it, but for whatever reason, he wanted to cancel it. Who's the best ones player right now? Chat loves to talk about that. How about I don't even tell you? Everyone in chat can tell you your opinion on who the best ones player is right now. Rezears, look at this double. Taps it over the top of Hyderr. Hyderr not positioned too poorly. Man, Rezears has just been clinical. Hyderr could definitely use a direct kickoff to get himself started in this third game. Doesn't connect on that one, though. And Rezears, this challenge is not going to turn into a goal. This is an impressive game. If Hyderr is able... Sorry, if Rezears is able to sweep Hyderr, we're talking about a Hyderr who was able to take a game off KV1 on US East. That's not an easy challenge. Rezears is not an easy challenge either. He has been a top ones player for a while. But still, might be very, very impressive if Rezears can hold Hyderr to none. Ninja is the best ones player, yeah. Always has been, always will be. Oh, look at that play by Hyderr. Cutting back and forth around the ball. And then taking it over the top of Rezears. Look at that power slide. You can see Rezears hitting the brakes right as he started to cut it. Totally getting juked. What boost are they using? Looks like Rezears is using standard black. And actually, it looks like they're both using standard black. Standard boost painted black. Hyderr double reset, but never really a chance at scoring. Rezears challenged early. So he was trying to double jump that up into a dribble, most likely. Hyderr stops before it can start. But Rezears takes the ball away. Booms it in for a fourth. Hyderr played that a little bit slow. Wanted to let the ball come all the way down before he caught it. He could have gotten up to that. Both of them could have. But Rezears didn't want to. He didn't want to take it back into his half. He wanted to cut it back towards net, whereas Hyderr probably better off getting that ball out of danger's way. Rezears pop over the top. Recovery is faster in a fifth. 3 goals of space now on the final game for Rezears. Feer, you said you haven't had a sweep in a long time. I know, that's what's called a caster curse. But no, this is a decent match. Rezears just playing really well. These guys are not that heavily unmatched. It's just credit to a really good game by Rezears. You can see Hyderr's had flashes of his ability as well. Just Rezears has shut him down so well. You'd like to have your points refunded. It's not over yet, chat. Halfway through this game 3, 4 goals. This is just the beginning of the incredible story arc for Hyderr. That's a great shot by Rezears. 7-2, unfortunately. Just makes for the even better story arc as Hyderr comes back. That play. Hopefully your finger slips. Yeah. Hopefully we end the prediction and accidentally touch the wrong result. I have nightmares about that. Especially huge predictions. Accidentally picking the wrong one. Hyderr. Booming long shot. Is going to force Rezears in the air, but it's not going to force him into the net or into any sort of awkward save. So Rezears does get to save it with momentum. Hyderr, the midfield challenge, and he actually has Rezears on 0, though. I don't know if he knows that. He does now that that boost spawned behind him. And that is not the kind of offense you need against a guy like Rezears. He's going to be able to win that 50 and send it straight in your net, 8-2. You think you've woken up in a cold sweat thinking about clicking the wrong option? Yeah, especially a really huge prediction. Just clicking the wrong option, there's nothing you can do about it. XUC had a 1.5 billion point prediction in the depth trial. Oh my goodness. Rezears, he wants a triple flip reset now. I think he sees the victory in sight. Hyderr, pinch, not on net. Rezears ceiling reset, Musty. Tapped into the corner. Hyderr looking for a highlight play to finish off his match, it seems. Oh my goodness. These are nasty. Rezears is just so comfortable with these. He's able to pop him up off the ground into a low reset and then just flip it over the top of the challenger. Not the normal way you see somebody farm flip reset goals, but it's the way Rezears is doing it right now. 9-2. Did I just see somebody end the prediction? Did they just call it? Crazy. Crazy. Hyderr, I need you to score 7 goals and make that mod look ridiculous. It's not impossible. Hyderr, look at this. Oh no, it starts. It starts. Oh, what mod did it? How do they feel now? How do they feel now after this shot? Oh my goodness. Imagine ending it early. What you need to hope is that Rezears doesn't have the stream open. Because if he does, maybe he just punishes you by not playing as solid a defense. But no, I think you're most likely right. But chat, you have to believe in the Hyderr dream now. My resignation will be on your desk by the end of the day. Oh, that was a pretty nasty clip, which gave us a little bit of extra faith. But as Rezears makes it 10 goals, I do think it wasn't too early. The fact that you even took the risk, though, is pretty bold. That was a nasty shot. A nice pogo. Rezears is just popping off. And that's what I've been saying. Rezears has been popping off mechanically in all the show matches I've seen him in recently. Nice placement. I think it's time for another tournament. What do you guys think? I think we're going to do another tournament. Remember, for the fact that I'm busy at times during the summer, I think I'd already have the days I'd want to do, but we got to do a tournament again. Maybe we'll just have to do it after London instead of before. Look at that flick. 7 kickoff goals? Is that true? In his 11, he's got 7. Hyderr. Air dribble for the road. The most dominant game will be game number 3. I caster jinxed him. That's my fault. It'll be a sweep for Rezears to get it 3-0.